Okay, so great evening, everyone. Thank you so very much for joining us again today on another exciting Upgrade Mastery just for you. Yes, this is the Upgrade Mastery just for you, and I'm super excited that we're doing this again. And we do this every Fridays. By now, you should know that. And if this is your first time, I want to welcome you to the Upgrade Mastery just for you that we get to do every Fridays from 7 p.m. through to 8 p.m. I basically just get to do a few things, right? We get to just share our experiences from the week, the lessons we learned, the challenges we faced, how were we able to overcome them. And that's about it. We just really take our time to just relax. It has been a long week. It's time for us to relax and share the lessons from the week so that we can feel energized, refreshed, and get ready for the new week that is ahead. So, once again, I want to welcome you and say a very big welcome to the Upgrade Mastery Just for You. Now, basically, on the Upgrade Mastery Just for You, we get to take your feedback, how your week has been. We'd like to hear from you what your week has been like. What were the things that you were able to do? Or what were the challenges that you faced? Or how generally your week has been for you. Like if you really want to rant, you just want to say something, you just want to get something off your chest, this is the place where we get to do that, right? And we are open to just listen to you. One of the things that we do here sometimes, except you want us to advise, we basically don't get advice. We just listen because sometimes some people just want to be heard. They don't want to be told any advice. They don't want to be counseled, they just want to be heard. And that's one of the things that we get to do here. We just listen to you, share, unburden, and we're here to listen and make light your burden. And this is what we do every Friday, 7 p.m. to 8 p.m. Right? So before we begin this evening, I want you to share the link with your friends, your families, your loved ones, and even your enemies, right? Because this will also be of great and immense help for them so that they too can get better in their own life, right? The same way you are getting better in your own life. So, once again, welcome, welcome, and welcome to join us again for another exciting time. Last week we had a very interesting conversation last week, and last week we talked about something quite amazing, right? Last week was amazing. I don't know if you were here last week, how was it for you last week? What were the things that stood up for you last week? What were the things that you listened and just really made a significant impact for you last week, right? Last week we talked about handling difficult times because we know that a lot of people are going through a lot this season, and we needed to share with them how they can handle difficult times, how they can get themselves to be able to cope and to be able to thrive regardless of the difficult time they are in. And that was a very wholesome conversation because we're able to let people know basic things that they can do that will see them over the line when they are going through difficult times. Now, this week, we are taking that a step further again to share with you simple life hacks, right? Simple life hacks. These are things that you can practice in your life that just makes life more interesting for you, right? And for today's conversation, we're going to be talking about three simple life hacks. One of the things that we do here is that we like to keep it very simple. We like to keep it very simple because we believe that simplicity is the highest sophistication, right? The more sophisticated anything is, the more simple it should be, right? So we'll keep it very simple. We'll keep it just as three things that we know would help you to have an amazing life. And we'll call it simple life hacks, things that you can just do that just get your life transformed, that just get your life better than it currently is. And these three things are things that if you know them and you practice them, it changes everything for you. Yes, regardless of where you are now, these three things have the capacity to change everything for you. And that's why we are going to be talking about these three things. And that's why we are going to make it something that after this conversation, you would go ahead and practice it in your life, in your journey, right? Okay, so if you're ready for this, we will begin right about now. So let's go. Let's get into this gist. Are you ready? Let me see you type ready in the comment section so I know that you're ready. Ready, 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 ready. Are you ready? Are you ready for this? Type ready in the comment section so I know that you are ready, and then we'll begin. Now, three simple life hacks. Now, I know that you may be wondering, come on, what is it that I'm going to be telling you that you probably haven't heard before? I like to tell you this. I already know this is the highest level of ignorance that is disguised as self confidence. I'll say that again. I already know this. It is the highest level of ignorance that is disguised as self confidence. So when we go about to share things with you, don't ever feel, I beg, I beg, I beg, I beg, I already know this, I already know this. No, 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 no. I already know this is the highest level of ignorance, but it is disguised as self confidence. You see, people say, come on, I know, no, no, no. Relax. Relax. Open your mind. Listen. Pay attention. If you think you know, calm down. Just listen. You'll be shocked at the things that you get to learn all over again. So, three simple life hacks that's going to change everything for you in your life and in your journey. So, life hack one, right? Life hack one, give your best. I think it's in Ecclesiastes 9:10. Scripture tells us that whatsoever the hand finds to do, do it with all thy might. Whatever your hand finds to do it well. You see, you will never have a second chance for a first impression. One simple life hack that you need, the first among the three that I'm going to share with you today, is give it your best. Give it your best. A lot of times some people feel like I can just do it anyhow. I'll probably get another opportunity, or I'll probably do it again. But the truth is this, sometimes that second opportunity never comes around. And then you missed out completely because you didn't give it your best the first time. I tell people this all the time. Give it your best the first time, all the time. I'll say that again. Give it your best the first time, all the time. Because you may never have an opportunity to do it again and then give it your best. So why don't you do it in your best efforts the first time? And this is a very practical life hack that you need. A very practical life hack, right? To give your best all the time, knowing that you are not guaranteed of a next time. You're not guaranteed of a second chance. You're not guaranteed of another opportunity. So you give it your best always. You give you a task to do, give it your best. They give you a job to do, give it your best. Right? You're even doing something for yourself, give it your best. Make sure that becomes the habit that you live your life with. To give your best always. You're doing things for people, give it your best always. You're doing things for yourself, give it your best always. Don't settle for mediocrity. Don't settle for average. Give it your best always. Because you see, a lot of things will change for you when you give it your best always. A lot of things. In fact, you'll be amazed at how much things just change when you give it your best always. So give it your best. Don't hold back. Don't say, oh, there'll be another time. No, 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 no. Give it your best always. This is the very first life hack that you need that will change everything for you when you give it your best always. Now, in giving your best always, there are three simple things that you need to do that makes it very easy for you. Number one, no excuses. If you want to give your best always, then you should not be making excuses. Because you see, a lot of people, the reason why they don't give their best always or give their best the first time is because they make up excuses. Oh, this wasn't available. Oh, that didn't come through. Oh, this one was not available. Oh, that did not pull their weight. They have a lot of excuses. So, based on the excuses that they have, they could not give their best. But the truth still remains it is just an excuse. Because there's a saying that where there is a will, there's always a way. And where there is no will, guess what? There's always an excuse. Are you getting this? Where there is a will, there is a way. Where there is no will, there is an excuse. So the reason why you're not giving it your best is because you have an excuse. So once you eliminate your excuse, you open yourself up to give it your best. Are you getting this? So it's important that you let go of excuses so you can always give it your best. Because this is the way you hack your life. No excuses. Can it be done? Yes. No excuses. How do you go about it? I'll figure it out. But no excuses. No excuses. All right. That's a simple life hack. No excuses. You know, this week I was supposed to get some things done. And then I was thinking, how do I get this to happen? How do I get this to happen? How do I get this to happen? I was a little bit short of funds, and I'm like, how do I make this happen? But guess what? Well, something came up. Someone helped out, chipped in a few things to help out. But then that's even possible because I had it in my head not to make excuses. Not to make excuses. That's the only way you give it your best. You know, something else again happened again this week. So on my post on Instagram, I realized that I skipped a post. And I made some other posts. I made over 6 other posts. And then I realized I skipped a post. Guess what? I deleted all of those 6 posts to make up for the post I skipped, and then reposted all of those things that I deleted. For someone that it doesn't really matter, I can just go on. No, 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 it matters to me. Why? Because I want to give my best always. I want to give my best always. It's a simple life hack I have discovered that I practice for myself. I want to give my best always. So no excuses. If you're also going to give your best always, you must prioritize excellence. Now, take note of what I said. I said prioritize excellence. I didn't just say do excellence. I said prioritize, which means excellence must become a priority as you give it your best. So I'm not just giving my best for giving my best sake. I'm giving my best with excellence as a priority. So I prioritize excellence. So whatever it is I do it with excellence. Excellence is my topmost priority. I prioritize excellence. I don't do average. I don't do mediocrity. It's excellence or nothing. That is giving your best always. Excellence or nothing. You know, a lot of people are okay to just be okay with okay. Or no. Because the truth is this, okay is never okay. Okay is you settling. And may you not settle for what is good. when what is best is available. What OK does, OK makes you settle for what is good when what is best is possible and available. And that's because you don't prioritize excellence. Because when you prioritize excellence, you don't settle. When you prioritize excellence, you don't do average. When you prioritize excellence, you don't do mediocrity. This is where giving your best comes into play. You prioritize excellence. I'm going to do this, but I'm going to do this with excellence as a priority because I'm giving my best. Because I'm giving my best. So excellence must be a priority. I'm going to do it with excellence. Are we still here? Great. So I said the simple life hacks, 3 of them. The first one is give it your best always. And in giving your best always, guess what you have to do? No excuses. Prioritize excellence. And then create experiences. You see, we are human beings with human feelings, right? And because we have feelings, it's expected that we learn to create experiences. Experiences. And in giving it your best, one of the things that helps you as you give your best is creating experiences for people. I say this all the time. Whatever you do for yourself, it dies with you, it stays with you, it remains with you. Whatever you do for others, it outlives you and it creates experiences for them. So in giving it your best, you are also creating experiences for people through how you relate with them, through how you be there for them, through how you be of support to them, through how you show up for them. You're creating experiences for them. And the reason why you're doing what you're doing is because you're giving it your best. You're giving it your best. You know, sometimes you have no idea the impact you're having in someone else's life. But you can be certain that the impact is right when you are giving it your best always. Because in giving your best, guess what happens? You don't make excuses. So in giving your best, guess what happens? You prioritize excellence. So in giving your best, guess what happens? You are creating experiences. What makes you unique are the kind of experiences that you create for people. With the encounter they have of you, what are the kind of experiences that you create for them? That's what makes you unique. That's what makes you different. That's what makes you special. The experiences that you create for others. And in creating these experiences, guess what you're doing? Guess what you're doing? You're giving it your best. You're giving it your best. And it changes everything for you. Literally, it changes everything for you. This is the first simple life hack. Number 1, give your best always. I know when you're doing this, you're not looking at what others are doing because some people are okay with okay. Some people are average. Some people are mediocre. Some people make excuses. Some people don't prioritize excellence. Some people don't create experiences. You just do anywhere but left face. You just do okay. Let's see how it goes. No. You're creating experiences, the right kind of experiences. That's you giving it your best. The second life hack, the second simple life hack is be there for others. You know, I did an extensive teaching on this recently, and I encourage you to go and watch that session. It will really help you, right? A very extensive teaching on be there for others. Now, why did I have to do that teaching? Why is that teaching important? It's very simple. Very simple. Because, see these guys, being there for others is one of the service that you render to humanity. To be there for others. You know, a tree never eats its own fruit. Its fruits are for others. That's the same way your gifts, your talent, your purpose was never for you. You know, I say this all the time. People don't believe me. I say your dream is not for you. You say, oh, I have a dream to be this, I have a dream to be that. Fantastic, amazing. But your dream is not for you. Your dream is not for you. Joseph had his dream, but his dream wasn't for him. His dream was to save the world at that time. His dream. His dream was not for him. So your dream is not for you, right? So which means being there for others is one of the highest calling ever. Like human calling. You know, the highest calling ever is to preach the gospel. Next to that calling is the call to be there for others. And that's a simple life hack. You know why? Because people are going through a lot. People are going through a lot. People are going through a lot. And if you are there for others, you are helping to solve a global human problem. And that's part of the simple life hacks to be there for others. You know, the man by the pool of Bethesda, when Jesus came to him, he said something very striking that many people don't pay attention to. He said, I have no one to help me. And that man has been by that pool for 38 years. So he saw 38 Christmases at that same spot. Until Jesus showed up and healed him, he was there for 38 years. Be there for others. People are going through a lot. Even if they don't tell you, they are going through a lot. They're going through a lot. And in one of the simple hacks for life, for you, is to be there for others. Be an encourager. Be a supporter. Be a cheerleader. It's part of your way of being there for others. And you know, the beauty of being there for others is this, what many people don't realize. It is for a while. Yes, it is for a while. You're not going to be there for others all your life. It's for a while. People will go through difficult times for a season, and that difficult time will end. Just like the storm. The storm at some point will come. Even without any intervention on its own, the storm will come. No storm rage forever. It will come at some point. That's to let you know that being there for others, it's for a while. It's for a while. It's for a while. You're not going to be there for them for your entire lifetime. No, it's for a while. After a season, they won't need you to be there for them. It's just like a baby. Now, when the baby is born, for a while, the baby will need you to carry the baby, or everywhere you go to carry the baby, take care of the baby, feed the baby. As the baby starts to grow, some of the things that you used to do for the baby cannot do it for itself. Why? Because being there for others is for a while. Someone may be down financially. It's for a while. Someone may be out of cash. It's for a while. Someone may be heartbroken. It's for a while. So you see, whatever people go through that needs you to be there for them is for a while. It's never going to be forever. When you understand this, you realize that a simple life hack for you is to be there for others. Because being there for others is for a while, it's not forever. It's not forever. So the first thing in being there for others is to realize that it's for a while. And because it's for a while, you should be eager and excited for the privilege to be there for others. Because that season in their life will come to an end. It's not going to be there forever. You know, when it's dark at night, everywhere looks dark. But you see, over time, the sun will set and dawn will begin. Night is not forever. That's why scripture says it. It says, weeping may endure for the night, but joy comes in the morning. That's to tell you that your night season in your life is not forever. The same way people's night season in their life is not forever. But being there for them in their night season is what qualifies you to enjoy with them when joy comes in the morning. And that's the life hack, to be there for others. To be there for others. And you know, the truth is, no one ever forgets those who were truly there for them. No one ever forgets them. No one ever forgets those who were truly there for them. So be there for others. You will never be forgotten. Which leads me to the second point in being there for others is it's unforgettable. Now tell me how the man who was by the pool of Bethesda will ever forget Christ. How? How will you ever forget Christ in his lifetime? It's unforgettable. Tell me how the woman with issue of blood, who has suffered many things in the hands of many physicians for 12 years, how is she going to forget that just touching the hem of Jesus' garment and what she has suffered for 12 years right up? How is she going to forget that? How is the widow of Nain going to forget that while she was going to bury her son, Jesus stopped the procession and brought the young man back to life? How is she going to forget that? Or how is the multitude going to forget that they were fed and they were fed up and there was 12 baskets left over, all from just 5 loaves and 2 fishes? It's unforgettable. So being there for others, guys, is unforgettable. It's unforgettable. Nobody can ever forget those people who was there for them. Even if they have selective amnesia, they will never forget. Nobody ever forgets those who were there for them. Nobody. Come rain, come sunshine, nobody forgets who was there for them. You want to live evergreen in the minds and in the hearts of people. Be there for them. It's unforgettable. Your little things, the impact you're making, it's unforgettable. It's unforgettable. It changes your story in people's lives. It changes everything. It's unforgettable. It's simply unforgettable. How do you forget the people who have made the most impact in your life? How do you forget it? How do you forget the people who stood by you when others left and abandoned you? How do you forget it? How do you forget it? The people who were there to help you when everyone left you. How do you forget it? It's unforgettable. Being there for others, it is unforgettable. It's unforgettable. The first thing we said, it's for a while. The second thing is that it's unforgettable. Yes, as much as it's for a while, it's also unforgettable. Nobody will forget it. We'll always remember the people who was there for us. We'll always remember. Even if we're miles apart, we'll always remember. We'll always remember. And that's one of the simple life hack for you. Be there for others. Because it's for a while. It's for a while. And it's unforgettable. And the third thing is that people really need it. I started out by telling us that people are going through a lot, right? They say this in local parlance. Clothes, they hide a lot of things. Clothes, they cover so many things. Yeah. Like clothes hides a lot of things. In local parlance, they say clothes, they cover so many things. When the clothes, they cover, it plenty. Which means you see people all smiling, all jittering, all happy, lovey-dovey, but they're going through a lot. You have secret tears. You have burdens that they cannot even share. But when you are able to be there for others, people can trust you enough to confide in you. People can trust you enough to take off their mask and let you see the real them. People can trust you enough to be vulnerable to you when they know that you are a person who is there for them. They can do that. Why would they do that? Because they really need it. They really need it. Sometimes I tell people, I'm not going to give you counsel. I'm just here to listen. Because I know at this point, you just need somebody to listen. You don't need counsel yet. You just want someone to listen. You just want to pour out your heart. You just want to say it as it is. I said it last week. I said, as if they do you, talk. As if they do you, talk. Because people need it. They need people that they can confide in. They need people that they can share their deepest secrets with, and it will stay with them till their deathbed and even to their grave. One of the things that shows that you're truly mature is that the things that you are told, you never tell another person. One of the measurements of maturity is that whatever is told you, except the person who told you says, tell another person, it should never leave your ears. It shouldn't come up as a gist. It shouldn't come up as gossip. It shouldn't come up as a prayer point. It shouldn't come up as anything. It should remain with you. That shows that you're mature. Some people gossip and they say it's prayer point. Oh, let's just pray for this brother. He's going through X, Y, Z. You are revealing all that the brother told you. You're not mature. You're not mature in any way. Right? So, to be there for others is because they really need it. And they will only be vulnerable to you when they see that whatever they can tell you would remain with you. It will not become what you share on your status. It will not become what you make a post out of. It will not become what you do a TikTok video with. No, it remains with you. It remains with you. And that's one simple life hack for you to be someone that others can be vulnerable with, that others can share their pains, their burdens, their struggles with. Others can be comfortable in their presence and not see the need to want to put up a show or put up a front or put up a performance, but just be themselves when they are around you. I need to ask you this. Are people really themselves when they're around you? Or they're trying to put up an act when they're around you? Can they really be free to tell you what it is in their hearts? Or they just put up an act when they're around you? You see, if you don't get this simple life hack, you will struggle. Because people will not look you as somebody who is trustworthy. They will look at you as somebody who they can depend on. They will look at you as somebody that they can rely on. Because you're not there for others. And the simple way for you to be there for others, like I've told you, number one, very simple. Being there for others is for a while. Because it's for a while, you do it. It's not going to be forever. They say this, and it's very true. 20 kids will not play together for 20 years. 20 kids will not play together for 20 years. Some people will outgrow themselves. The same way you will not be there for others all your lifetime. That phase of their life would pass. That's the truth. That phase would pass. Be there for others. Are you getting this? This is making sense. Be there for others. Right? So, in being there for others, number one, it's for a while. Number two, it's unforgettable. No one ever forgets those who were there for them. No one, including me. I can remind you all the people who have been there for me. This is when I lost my mother. This is when I lost my father. I can remind you, can tell you without even thinking, all the people who have been there for me. And they're not much. They're not much. They're not much. You know, sometime this week, I was just going through a lot and I was just telling myself, I don't really have people who are there to help me. Like, this is me that is there for others. I just felt like I don't have people who are there for me. And then God had to remind me that people who are there for you. They may not be there the way you expect them to be there, but they are there for you. So you can't literally say there's no one that is there for you. That's how much I felt. Why? I felt that way. Like, come on. Why do you have to struggle a lot? Why do you have to go through all of this alone? Can't somebody just be there for me? And then I'm reminded that, yeah, there are people who are there for you. And I'm reminded to be more grateful for the people who are there for me, rather than looking out for the people who are not there for me. I should be grateful for the ones I have who are there for me. I say this all the time, little is better than nothing. Little help is better than no help. So I'm grateful for the people who are there for me. Because I understand that their help is unforgettable in my life. I can't forget it. I was sharing recently and I said that there was a point my social media was hacked. My Instagram, my WhatsApp, my Facebook hacked. At that time, I had on my Instagram, I had 21,300 following on Instagram. Facebook was maxed out. Or my friend of 5,000 friend list was maxed out. And WhatsApp, I have over 4,500 contacts. So I had everything all going for me at that point, right? And then in this same month of May, 2022, right? It's over 3 years now, 2022. My account was hacked and disabled. Lost my Instagram, my Facebook, hacked and disabled, my WhatsApp, the same thing. I remember on my Instagram, only 2 people shared that I lost my account. Only 2 persons. Only 2. But will I ever forget those 2? Never. You see, being there for others is unforgettable. And the third thing in being there for others, they really need it. At that point, I really needed that push. I really needed that encouragement. I really needed that support. I really need it. So when you are being there for others, it's a simple life hack. Because they really need it. They do. They do. So, the 3 simple life hacks. The first one, give your best always. In all that you do, give your best always. The second one is be there for others. And the third one, a simple life hack, is begin your upgrade journey. Now, one of the things that people don't like to hear me say when it comes to upgrade, I always say this: upgrade is not a destination, upgrade is a journey. Upgrade is not a destination, upgrade is a journey. That's why it's called the upgrade mastery journey, right? It's a journey. You keep upgrading. It's not a destination. You don't arrive as though I've upgraded. That's it. No, you keep upgrading. You keep upgrading. So that's the third simple life hack. Continue your upgrade journey. Begin your upgrade journey and continue your upgrade journey. Right? Continue your upgrade journey. Why? Because you are expected to always be in the process of continuous improvement. Continuous improvement. Continuous improvement. Your life, your brand, your business, your work, everything you do, continuous improvement. It's part of your upgrade journey. You know, if you ever go on Google or any of the search engines that you use and type out picture of iPhone 1, pull it up. Now type out picture of iPhone 16, pull it up. You could see both are iPhones, but the upgrades are different. What iPhone 16 can do, iPhone 1 and iPhone 6 put together cannot do. I love that. What iPhone 16 can do, iPhone 1 and iPhone 6 put together cannot do. But iPhone started as iPhone 1 and they kept upgrading. Now they are at iPhone 16. And later this year, they will be at iPhone 17. They kept upgrading. The same way you as a person, you should be on that journey of continuous improvement. It's always bettering your best. Remember that line back in the day? Good, better, best. I will never rest until my good is better and my better best. Continuous improvement is about improving on your best. You have arrived at best, but you keep improving on your best. You are bettering your best. That's what continuous improvement is like. So you see what we do on the upgrade journey. We keep helping you to continuously improve. You can do X, Y, Z before. Yes, you can improve and do much more. Continuous improvement. Right? Never ending learning. Continuous improvement. Because you see, if you look hard enough, you always see what can be improved. You always see where it can be improved. You always see how it can be improved. If you look at it hard enough, that's the same thing we want you to understand. That a simple life hack for your life is be on your upgrade journey. And the first thing on your upgrade journey is continuous improvement. You keep improving yourself. You don't settle. You keep improving yourself. You never get to the point where you feel like, oh, you have arrived. No. You've achieved greatness. There's still more greatness to achieve. Continuous improvement. The second thing on your upgrade journey is you learn, you unlearn, and you relearn. It's very important. You learn, you unlearn, and you relearn. See, there's so many things you have learned up to this stage in your life. So many things that even you'll be shocked at the things that you've learned. And interestingly, some of the things you've learned them subconsciously. You really didn't pay attention while you were learning them. But now you've learned them. But guess what? Those same things you have learned, there are some that are no longer needed for your journey. Now you have to unlearn those things. And you see, the hardest part of any learning is unlearning. That's the hardest part of any learning, to unlearn. And while you are on your upgrade journey, there are a lot of unlearning that you need to do. A lot of unlearning. A lot. I'll give you a few examples. I use this all the time, right? And people can always relate with this. I mean, do you eat your meat last? When you eat your food, do you eat your meat last? And I'll say, yeah, a lot of people say, come on, that's like the price in eating the food, you eat it last. But do you know that eating your meat last is something you learned growing up as a child? Because when you eat your meat then as a child, they will spank you. Why did you eat your meat first? So you have to learn to eat your meat last. But now you're an adult. Now you're grown up. Now you can afford your own food. But guess what still happens? You still eat your meat last. Now, what that also does to you is that it makes you subconsciously, you're saving the best for the last. And when you do that also, you're not giving your best the first time. And guess what we said in our first life hack? To give your best always the first time. So this is an unlearning you have to do. Beginning from this moment, when next you're eating your food, start with eating the meat with the food, not reserving the meat for the last. Not reserving the meat for the last. Eat the meat as the same way you're eating the food. That way, you're programming yourself to do the best the first time. Now, see how this relates and how this play out. You are unlearning. Another thing that I would like you to unlearn is special clothes for special occasions. There are people who buy clothes during the year and they don't wear those clothes. They reserve the clothes for special occasions. Say, oh, when there's that special occasion, that wedding, or that ceremony, or that birthday, or that party, they are reserving the clothes for special occasions. You don't wear them. Sometimes the whole year passes and no special occasion comes. The clothes are still in the wardrobe, gathering dust, cobwebs and all. But still there. They forget that they are special. And because they are special, any day can be a special occasion. If they so fit, any day can be a special occasion. Any day can be a special occasion. So you have to unlearn that mindset of having special clothes for special occasions, because you are the one that is special, not the clothes, not the occasion. You are the one that is special. And then there's a lot of relearning that you need to do. Relearn. Because you learned before, you unlearn, and now you relearn. So in relearning, you eat your meat alongside the food, not leaving the meat for last. That's relearning. Right? You wear your clothes the day you want to wear them, not for special days or special occasions. That's relearning. I can tell you now, this is May the 16th. There are some clothes you bought this year, 2025. This is 5 months gone, the middle of 5 months. There's those clothes you bought in January 2025. You have not worn any of them till now. This weekend, wear them. This weekend, go and wear it. In fact, as you leave this show now, just go and wear it. Just wear it and sit down at home. Yes, you don't have to go anywhere to wear it. Just wear it. That's you relearning. Just wait. In fact, this Sunday, wait. Wait. Let it be your mid-year Thanksgiving. Wait. Wait. Why? You are relearning. In fact, when you ask, is it your birthday? What's the special occasion? Tell them you are the special occasion. You are the special occasion because you are relearning. It is part of your upgrade journey. There are so many things that you need to relearn. So when we tell people to subscribe for upgrade, it's not because we just want you to pay money somewhere. No, because there's so much relearning that you need to do. So much relearning. And you know, on your upgrade journey, the very key thing that we tell our clients is practice, practice, practice. Practice, practice, practice. And I put it best with my quote, my own personal quote, that says, the proof of any learning is practice. What shows that you have learned something, that you have learned anything, is what you go back and practice. That's the proof. It's not that you heard it, that means you learned it. It's not that you wrote it down, that means you learned it. What is the proof that you learned it is that you practice. And practice doesn't make better, practice makes improvements. Practice doesn't make permanent, sorry. Practice makes improvement. You know, they say practice makes permanent. No. Practice makes improvement, because the more you practice, the more you improve. I was watching a documentary on Steph Curry. You know Steph Curry, the guy with the most 3 points in basketball history, Steph Curry. Now, Steph Curry has practiced over 15,000 shots. Not one, not two, not three, not five, not 100. 15,000 shots of practice of the three throws. Practice! 15,000. So when at the Olympics, he's making three throws and he's going to sleep, it's not by mistake, it's not by chance, it's practice. That's the proof. And I tell people the proof of practice is result. I was watching the Olympics, the basketball game between Team USA and Team France. And you saw how France had played these guys, but the Team USA, they came back. And you saw the point where Steph Curry did the 3 points and then he went to sleep. He did like this. The game is over, go to sleep. Is showcasing the result of practice at the biggest stage of the Olympics. And the American team has won the Olympic 4 times, back to back, 4 times. 4 times in basketball, back to back. But Steph Curry practices his 3 throws, 3-pointers, over 15,000 throws in his career. 15,000. So tell me, why will he not be the best 3-pointer the game has ever seen? Because practice makes improvement. Practice makes improvement. So on your journey, your upgrade journey, these are the things that would happen for you. There will be continuous improvement. Just the same way iPhone 1 has been improved to iPhone 16. And I said as a joke, even if you bring iPhone 1 and iPhone 6 together, it still will not match iPhone 16. Because 1 and 6 is supposed to be 16. But put iPhone 1 and iPhone 6, it will not match iPhone 16. There's continuous improvement on the iPhone. iPhone 1 is still an iPhone. iPhone 6 is still an iPhone. iPhone 16 is still an iPhone. But you can see the improvement that's happened over the years. The same way you as a person should have continuous improvement as long as you are on your upgrade journey. Like I said, upgrade is a journey. It's not a destination. It's a journey. You keep improving on the journey. You keep improving on the journey. second thing that happens to you on that journey is that you learn, you unlearn, and you relearn. You learn, you unlearn, and you relearn. In fact, what serves you now may not serve you in 2026. So in 2026, you may need to unlearn what you are learning now. That's you being on that journey of upgrade. You learn, you unlearn, you relearn. The learning never stops because that's the only guarantee for continuous improvement. The learning never stops. The learning never stops. And then you practice, practice, practice. You practice, practice, practice. Practice. See, when you do this, guess what? That's how you can be there for others, because you cannot give what you don't have. Is out of what is flowing in you, you can pour into others. You can't pour from an empty cup, no matter how thirsty you are. You can't pour from an empty cup that will quench someone's thirst, no matter how thirsty they are. It's a cup that has water and you can pour from. So you need to get yourself filled. That's how you can be of service to others. So this is how the simple life hack goes. This is the simple life hack that I want you to know. And there are just 3 of them that you can easily remember. Just 3. The first one is to give your best always. Simple life hack. Give your best always. Give your best always. The second one is to be there for others. Be there for others. Very important. Be there for others. The third one is to be on your upgrade journey. To be on your upgrade journey. When you're on this journey, you're getting better by the day. You're improving. You know, there's this saying that I tell people all the time. I said, people upgrade their apps in their phones. You know, sometimes when you're using your app on your phone, it will tell you that there's a new updates that you should update your app on your phone. I say, imagine if your brain, your human brain, is like an app that gives you notification that you need to update your brain so it can function better. But the reason why some people don't upgrade their mind is because it's not like an app that gives you notification that you need to update, or else you'll not be able to use it anymore. So people's brain in 2025 are still 2000, has not been updated since 2000. But they're in 2025. It's not updated their brain for over 20 years. This is a call to you to hack your life. And in hacking your life, these are the 3 simple things you can do to hack your life and make your life even better for you. And you can look at yourself in a few months and like, nah, me be this. Is me be this? Is me be this? Yes. When you learn and practice these 3 simple life hacks, number 1, give your best always. Number 2, be there for others. And number 3, begin your upgrade journey. These are 3 simple life hacks that can change your life forever. Yes, can change your life forever. You don't have to believe it, but it is what it is. Right? Your believing it doesn't change it. It doesn't. It is what it is. It can literally change your life forever if you just practice these 3 simple life hacks. It changes your life forever. Changes your life forever. These 3 simple life hacks change your life forever. So guys, like I said, it's up to you. What you do with this is entirely up to you. I've shared it, and I hope that you will go back and practice it. Like I always say, the proof of learning is practice, and the proof of practice is result. So it's up to you now what you do. Entirely up to you. And like we always say, there's always more on the upgrade side of life. And that's why we encourage you that you leave good behind so that you can upgrade. And what better way for you to upgrade than to practice these simple life hacks? It will help you for good. Just the practice of these 3 simple life hacks, it will help you. And I can't wait to hear your testimonies. I can't wait to hear your feedback on how you practice these 3 simple life hacks and how it changed everything for you. Remember, guys, there's always more on the upgrade side of life. Always more. Always more. So do well to please share this with your friends, families, your loved ones, and even your enemies. Share this with them. Share this with them. It will literally change the trajectory of their life. Because trust me, there's something called the upgrade effect. It is real. It's what happens to you when you begin your upgrade journey. You experience the upgrade effect. So, guys, thank you so much for watching. Can't wait to see you again for another conversation that we're going to have. So, until then, remember, there's always more on the upgrade side of life. And that's why we encourage you that you leave good behind so that you can upgrade.